Good morning. It is February the 26th, 2021, and I'm just going through my files, tidying up stuff on my computer, and I found a little subdirectory there labeled Uthoi's Cafe, and there was no movie attached to the clips that were in it, so just to tidy things up, I'm gonna put this together just for my own benefit. I won't be releasing it. It's just me moaning again about how bad Thai workmen are. So this goes back to September 2019. So here we are. Well, this is a place that I always called Uthoi's Cafe, and I can dig out one or two photos from my very first visits here, which is where we used to hang out, and it's now being knocked down, and I think maybe in a month this will all be gone. It's taken them an awful long time to demolish it this far, and I wonder what's going to be here. Maybe a big hotel, I don't know, but I'll always remember this as where Noi and I used to hang out when we were both young. Uthoi's Cafe. Yeah. Well, I'd like to say this is where it all began. This is the building that when I first came here, I very first came here, Noi's friend Uthoi had a little hole in the wall cafe in here, and that's where we used to hang out. And I thought they were demolishing it completely, but looking at this, what's going on in here, it looks as though they're kind of building some more jerry shit in there. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, all this should be knocked down and a new, a new hotel or decent condo or something put here, But I think they're going to budge it. Anyway, you'll see at the end the only photo I have of this era, the beginning. Surprise, no wonder it hasn't been completely demolished. The Chinese would have built a whole tower block in the time that they've been farting about on this site. Anyway, that's that. So, as good as my word, here's a photo. Noi and I centre frame inside that very building. Now this must go back to about 1998, I should think. Perfect couple. How I wish that time could go back and I could experience everything new again, unlike jaded as it is now. Now, don't get me wrong, when I say jaded, I'm not talking about the relationship. I'm talking about the effects of being isolated here for over a year and what it's done to my general well-being and my perception of the place as a whole. When all this first started in 1997 stroke 98, everything was new and the place was full and vibrant and buzzing, and everything just seemed so wonderful, and what could possibly ever go wrong? But anyway, things are what they are, and here we are now in 2021. So hope you enjoyed this little step back into the past. Like I said, it's mainly for my own video diary. And finally, just to add, the term jerry built. I remember my father, when I was a little boy, using the term jerry built. I think it was probably in respect to something he just built himself. I don't know. So I piped up, does that mean, Dad, that it was built by Germans? And that was a natural assumption for a small boy to make back in the very early 1960s, because the war wasn't all that far away, even in those days. And I can't remember his reply, but I just looked up on the Bullshitter's Bible, aka Wikipedia, and no, the origin is actually unknown of that term, but it obviously means to be built cheaply and unsubstantially, but it dates back, as far as they know, to about 1844. So there we are, small bit of information for you. Bye bye.